Have you ever thought that by having a narcissistic mother, there are also certain things that you learn that are actually an asset? And in this video, I'm going to talk about one of these assets. Having a narcissistic mother is something that I don't wish on anybody. But if you are one of these unlucky individuals, then I would like to encourage you to check out my new support group starting on Saturday the 7th of February at 6 p.m. Central European Time. It's a support group for both men and women. It's an open support group, so you can join at any time. The cost is €40 for two 90-minute sessions per month. And in this support group, there will be a combination of inner child healing, art therapy exercises, psychoeducation, and of course there will be optional sharing from whoever wants to share their experience with others. Being in a support group can help empower you, especially if you feel really isolated on your healing journey. So please don't miss out on this opportunity. The cost is low, but the benefits are huge. So please don't hesitate to email me at courageisallyouneed@gmail.com if you would like to join. There will be a maximum number of 10 participants. So if you want to be part of the support group, then please send me an email and let me know. In order to join, you need to apply by the 1st of February at the latest. Now, I wanted to talk about the one positive thing that comes out of having a narcissistic mother. Now, when we talk about having a narcissistic mother, this relationship is incredibly confusing, extremely draining, and very, very painful. Growing up with a narcissistic mother is a completely unique experience that others do not understand unless they have been through it. So when you are trying to heal from this sort of relationship, it can be a very isolating, difficult journey. Now, when you have a relationship with a narcissistic mother, you learn very early on to read her moods because she is constantly in need of validation, reassurance, and attention. Because you learn to notice subtle changes in your mother's tone of voice, her body language, or certain facial expressions, this makes you become much more attuned to your mother's needs, which basically increases your emotional intelligence. With a mother like this, you become an absolute expert at reading other people's moods around you. Sometimes you can do this so well that you are able to predict how someone is actually going to react before they do. You are able to anticipate people's moods very early on. You end up developing high sensitivity and a hyper awareness that is very, very hard to switch off from. And although this can actually be really exhausting, it essentially unintentionally teaches you emotional intelligence. You learn how to navigate very complex social dynamics. You learn how to communicate in a way that minimizes conflict. And you learn how to anticipate other people's needs. And these skills don't come naturally to a lot of people. They only learn them later on in life. But you are already an expert at them because of your relationship with your mother. Another positive aspect of growing up in such an environment is that you learn to develop high levels of empathy at a very young age. Because you're constantly putting yourself in your mother's shoes, trying to understand your mother's feelings and responding in ways that keep the peace, this develops your empathy to really high levels. You become a natural caregiver, mediator, and really good listener. But here's the catch with this. Sometimes this empathy that you develop actually goes too far. Because the danger of this is that you end up prioritizing other people's needs over your own needs. And you find it very difficult to actually set boundaries to protect yourself when you are feeling overwhelmed or starting to get to the point of burnout. Many children of narcissistic mothers develop high empathy, very good emotional intelligence, but unfortunately, in most cases, it's at their own detriment. So when they start healing, it's important that they learn boundaries. It's important to understand when they're starting to feel anxious, when they're starting to get overwhelmed by other people's emotions, and to know when to step back. These are all things that can be learned in therapy. And also, if you are a child of a narcissistic mother, you probably really enjoy working in some sort of helping role because you were taught at a young age how to be the perfect little therapist for your mother. So you have these positive traits. You may even be a highly sensitive person, which means you're also an empath. But you have to remember that in order to nurture these wonderful gifts, you have to make sure that you put your own needs first, because as long as you are okay, then you will be able to help others as well. If you're not okay and you're overwhelmed and you're suffering, you won't actually be of any use to any of your clients or to anybody at all that you support in your line of work and also in your relationships. Don't forget, being a people pleaser, prioritizing other people's needs over your own needs is not healthy. Because actually what you're doing is you're self-abandoning, and this is not good for you. So just to summarize this video, the important thing about having a narcissistic mother is that you can develop high levels of empathy and emotional intelligence. But you have to make sure you have very strong boundaries and you don't self-abandon. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for your attention. And don't forget to sign up for my support group. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.